And now it's time for Talking with Joe. Joe Rose is live from the WQAM studios this morning. Good morning, Joe. Got some better news for the Dolphins. I'm not sure if it's better, but I think you are definitely going to be answering that. Quarterback Jay Cutler out of that concussion protocol, so he'll be able to start on Sunday. Is he going to help turn things around and give that competitive edge, or is this more than the quarterback position?
Well, it's a lot more than the quarterback, but that's the first position, Bianca, as you know, that we always go to when the team's not scoring points. It's going on all over the National Football League and college. Everybody looks at the quarterback. They got a lot more problems than just Jay Cutler or Matt Moore or whatever guy ends up playing. They're struggling on the offensive line. They got to get a lot of things worked out there. The latest being, how do you pick up the old blitz that's been around forever? And the Dolphins are struggling there. Of course, also getting more out of their receivers, trying to get a running game. That, to me, has nothing to do with the quarterback, or very little. I know the quarterback still got to make calls, still got to get the ball to the right guy, but so far we've seen no signs of it, of the Dolphins putting together a game. But if there was ever a time to put together a complete game, it's against the 3-8 Denver Broncos, who also are struggling, have lost 7 straight games.
I agree. Well, 5 straight losses with and without Jay Cutler, so we'll see how that goes on Sunday. With some bad news for the Canes, though. Receiver Ahmmon Richards out for the rest of the season with that knee injury. So who's going to step up in this ACC championship title game?
Well, I'll tell you what, first of all, let's talk about losing Ahmmon Richards, who has struggled with injuries, mostly hamstring injuries all year. But, boy, when he is healthy, he is as good as there is in the country. I mean it. He's that good. To come in as a true freshman and do what he was able to do a year ago was unbelievable. They're going to miss that guy. They also have Chris Herndon out, their tight end, who has just had an unbelievable season. Both those guys out, and now you get ready to play the #1 team in the country on a neutral site. That's going to be tough. It's now about that other group of guys that they have that have been backups. You know what you're going to get from Berrios. I think Clemson really keys on Braxton Berrios and says, we want to see all those young guys and the backups beat them. They're going to have to get some production from some of those other guys, though, especially starting with Thomas, their young freshman speedster. I think he's going to have a breakout game with some big plays down the field as their most explosive and fastest receiver.
Well, Joe, yesterday you said you think UM can pull off the win Saturday, so I'm hoping you're right. I'm going to go with you on that one, Joe. All out of time, but we'll talk to you in the next 30 minutes.
We're homers. That's what we do. We are homers here. We are supposed to pick the home team. Thank you.
All right, Joe.